Now then internet, welcome to the channel. I'm Lewis, this is a Society Warehouse, and this is a place where I try and do stuff I see on the internet. First things first was starting a YouTube channel. So in my first video, I'll be showing you guys exactly what I did to start my own YouTube channel. Three main things I'm going to be going through in this video are the things I had to research, the main things I needed to consider before actually starting, and then finally, what I actually needed to get and how much it all cost me. Stay tuned to the end because it is slightly depressing on how much money I've spent on a hobby that this is the first video. So, first thing up was research. I probably went a little bit overkill with the research, and certainly the amount that I did. I looked into things like filmmaking, how to do B-roll, all the editing, the type of camera, what laptop I needed, what editing software was best. There's a myriad of things that you need to be researching before you start your own YouTube channel. I actually really enjoyed the process of research. It just basically built up my own level of confidence to put me in a position to start making this video for you guys. That being said, I went to an extreme. If you guys are already confident enough to just start making your own videos, it's quite easy to just start now. I myself felt like I needed to spend a bit of money and learn everything I could about the subject so that I could make a video. I know myself as a viewer and a user of YouTube, I expect a certain level of quality of the videos I watch, whether or not they're edited nicely, lit correctly, the sound's good. I wanted to make sure I knew everything I could before I put it into place myself so I could make this video as good as possible. Let's hope I did a good job. Now, obviously I've mentioned a couple of things that I've researched there, but where did I find all this information? Oddly enough, the best place to learn how to do YouTube is on YouTube. There's a whole selection of channels out there dedicated to helping you start your own YouTube channel. Big one is Think Media. I watched a lot of their videos, a lot of their live streams in order to figure out exactly what I wanted to do with this channel. Other channels such as Catherine Manning, which are dedicated channels to helping you title your videos, how to do your thumbnails, what content to actually put on your channel, ideas for the types of content you want to make. I think it's been really helpful just using those channels themselves to get started. Looking to the future, however, there are other channels such as Paddy Galloway who puts a spotlight on the bigger channels in the world, the Mr. Beast, the Casey Neistats and the like, and goes into the detail of how they've become so successful. Obviously you can take inspiration from those for your own channel, but then again, they have set the bar quite high, so maybe just take little bits out of each one and come up with your own style. Another great little section of YouTube that is very, very helpful is how to do video editing. There are dedicated channels out there on just how to edit in certain styles, how to edit in certain softwares. And it's quite good to look at channels like Billy Ribka or Casey Farris if you're going to use the software DaVinci Resolve, which is the one that I've decided to download. It's free, it's excellent quality. It was recently advertised by Jazza, for those of you that follow him, quite a big channel, so bodes well using that software. And channels like theirs just show you exactly how to use them and step by step how to do editing tricks like this. That took way longer than I care to admit. So the amount of research is quite daunting, but to make things a little bit easier, if you want to, I've linked a couple of channels in the description below so you can quickly glance through and see the sort of content that's out there. Okay, the second thing I looked into was things I had to consider before starting this YouTube channel. The thing that probably stops most people, and certainly stopped me, is the fear of uploading. So this is entirely personal, and the only advice I can give you is to make a plan to put yourself in a position and a level of confidence to upload your first video. This goes against what a number of YouTube channels say out there on starting a YouTube channel. A lot of them will just say start recording and start uploading. Doesn't matter how messy or how stupid the videos are, as long as you're uploading. I didn't want to go down that route because of that fear of putting up a rubbish video. I expect a certain standard of content when I'm watching YouTube, and I wouldn't have been able to have uploaded this video if I hadn't have met at least the lower end of that standard for my own preferences. That's just the way I am. So I sat down on the 17th of December with my trusty notebook and I put a plan together. That's all I had to do, put a plan together. If I didn't follow the plan, it was just a bit of a waste of time. Once I did start following my plan, however, I then sort of built up my level of confidence to be able to sit down in front of this camera and start talking to it. There have been a number of bloopers throughout recording this, getting up the confidence to talk directly to the lens. I had to turn around the flip screen on the camera because I kept on just talking to that and it's just a distraction. So I've forced myself into talking to the lens so I can engage with the audience a little bit better. And it's taken me nearly 3 months. Quick turnaround. Hopefully you guys like it, and then my hobby, which has cost me a certain amount of money, can become something more than that, and I can enjoy it as well as have a bit of success. I might not put that in because I sound like a douche. The final thing I needed to do was just commit. Commit to making this video, commit to talking to this camera, commit to making mistakes when I'm sat by myself in my living room. It's not hard to be stupid by yourself. I do it on a regular occurrence. Why not just record it for other people's entertainment? That might have worked, to be fair. Which brings me along to my third and final tip. What you actually need to get in order to start a YouTube channel. Now, again, a lot of YouTube channels say a lot of different things about this. I'm just gonna go through exactly what I got and why I thought I needed to get it. The three main things I looked at were what I'm going to record footage with, how I'm going to record audio and the lighting, and how am I going to edit all the footage I've taken. Pretty simple. Let's crack on. I should clarify, I needed to buy myself a new laptop and I've always wanted my own DSLR camera. So whilst this is a big number, a portion of this was always going to be purchased anyway. It wasn't specifically for YouTube. So I went for a new laptop, a new camera, the tripod and memory card to go with it. I also got a lighting setup and a couple of different microphone options, one of which being a lav mic, one of them being a shotgun mic. So depending on shots in the future, if it's a talking head one like this video, I can have my lav mic on, sound quality will be quite good. Hopefully the echo is fairly minimal in this room. If I'm outdoors, I'll use the shotgun mic. It's got a dead cat as well. I've just went a little bit overboard. I even got stupid things like, I bought this. It does white balance. I got really excited. Leave me alone. For sound, there's a lot of options actually for free on the internet at the moment. Top one, personally, I think, is a site called Streambeats. There's a YouTube channel called Alpha Gaming, and he has done something that is absolutely class. There are websites like Epidemic Sounds and things like that where you have to pay a subscription and you can get as many sounds and songs and as many things you need for publishing on YouTube, copyright free. However, Streambeats, it's actually for the streaming service, so people who do Twitch streams, but it's also used on YouTube, which for me is an absolute winner because the YouTube audio library, as good as it is, it's obviously overused because it's the only other free place to get music for your videos. So Streambeats just gives you a different option, which I think is really cool. Brings us to the big question, how much have I actually spent on starting this YouTube channel? Total value of everything I've purchased is £1,674. That is an obscene amount of money. Jesus, this better be good. Anyway, that does include the price of the laptop and external hard drive and the mouse, etc. So taking that away from it, because I'd have been buying those anyway, weren't necessarily for the channel, I just wanted my own laptop, I'd have spent an additional £894, 600 of that being the camera. So quite a lot of money, admittedly. I've gone a little bit overkill on this. I do feel like it's worth it. I feel like the quality of this video is going to be as good as I can make it, and for me that makes it worth the money, especially during a time like this where my outgoings are currently nothing because there's nothing to do and nowhere to go. I'm spending no money. So why not start a new hobby that I can do in the comfort of my own living room? Lockdown sucks, so I'm gonna entertain myself whichever way I can. clearly shaving is not one of them, smart haircuts isn't one of them, you only get one lockdown. Or 3. And there we have it. The 3 things you need to do to start a YouTube channel by someone that's just done them. I think I've done an alright job. The key part for this is for you guys to let me know how I've actually done. If you could comment below any productive feedback that you might have, or give me a like if you feel like I've done a decent job. It'd be greatly appreciated. I'm obviously a brand new channel and I would love to get involved with the community. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this. I know this is just a little bit of a talking head video, but coming up in the future on this channel, it's going to be a bit more exciting. I've been buying stupid stuff I've seen on the internet for a number of years. So there's going to be a lot more things coming up on the channel, ranging from anything desktop activities like drawing, sketching, painting, or all the way up to things that are just plain weird, like unicycling. Things could get a little bit weird. Thank you very much for watching. Peace. Hell's teeth, that was a difficult task. I hope this looks good.